Alright, you guys, today we're looking at the masterpiece. That is the Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure from Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, which is Ahsoka Tano. Here's a look at the front box art. Very nice picture. It also has a sleeve showcasing the poncho that we see towards the end of the series as an alternate look. Here we have the back of the box, with a bunch of just the words, Hot Toys, Star Wars, warnings, and all that jazz. Alright, you guys, so when first cracking this thing open, we do get a protective sleeve, another beautiful picture of Ahsoka Tano here. And once we remove that sleeve, then we do see our figure there. It comes with multiple accessories, holograms, lightsaber effects, alternate hands, thermal detonators, and this little special piece here, we'll go over that, is to move Ahsoka Tano's eyes. First thing we're going to look at here is the base she comes with. So it does come with Star Wars Ahsoka Tano base plate. Nice in a silver metallic shine. The base is kind of a Republic Cruiser floorboard. It does have some speckled paint, kind of to give it that worn out look. And the display stand can go up and down, and it hooks onto her leg or waist. Of course, you would want to do that on her leg, so not to ruin parts on the figure. And here we have a close-up of that amazing sculpt and paint application of the face sculpt. I think Hot Toys did an amazing job with kind of do a realistic interpretation of a animated character. It just looks phenomenal, especially that the glimmer and reflection you get in the eye, to her tattoos, the lip painting. Just an amazing sculpt, I think. Hot Toys did, I think, a flawless job with this. I couldn't ask for a better, realistic interpretation of Ahsoka. It looks like her, but, kind of in a more real world sense. Next, we're going to look at the articulation here of Ahsoka Tano. Taking her out of the display stand here. So, her head can look not much down, just because of her leku. Not much back either. It can tilt side to side, but it goes up a little bit due to the leku. But that's expected. So nothing to gripe too much about there. Her arms can go all the way up. And they rotate 360. One thing definitely to note is this material is a soft rubber, and there's an exoskeleton underneath. So the elbows do bend, but you get little creases. You get little creases there, and I would assume if you held a bent elbow position that this rubber might degrade over time. But they do bend there. Wrists on a hinge and swivel. Rotate 360. Go up and down. Legs can move about that far out. They kind of kick back in. Skirt is made of soft pleather material. So this is also hard plastic, but it does move out a little bit. Legs can kick this far high, and I would say this far back. Without stressing the figure, I would say that is about the limit. Of course, you can go more, but you're at risk to stressing the figure. Knees can bend pretty much all the way, as much as you'd like. This is kind of like, this is fabric here. And in the back, just phenomenal detail. Just phenomenal detail of the sculpt, the paint, the materials they use. Like, this back plating is pieces of plastic, but it's mixed in with cloth. It's mixed in with this pleather. Same with her gauntlets. They're attached by cloth, but the armor is armor as it should be, plastic. The boots are half plastic here, nicely weathered, and in the back is that pleather with some straps. Now, since the boots are leather, they're connected, so it might hinder the ankle here. It can go up. It can tilt. The rocker's limited, but it moves a bit. Foot can go not much down and not much up either. The boot kind of restricts the joints from moving with these figures. You know, it's kind of that sacrifice where as collectors we want, well, I don't know if I want this, like I honestly wouldn't prefer, I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because we're sacrificing that seamless body. We're sacrificing some articulation to have that seamless body. Where this looks like it's a mini version of that. Like, it's hard to tell from reality with this thing sometimes. It's just so perfect. There's no articulation visible for the most part, right? And like, unless you lift up her arm, of course you can see a pin there. But honestly, besides that, everything else is completely hidden where you cannot see any joints. Overall, you know, it just comes down, I think the face is the big selling point. The highlight and glimmer you get in the eyes and the paint details on the face are just absolutely phenomenal. Like, it's just crazy how much detail has gone into this figure. Now, moving on to accessories. We get her 2 lightsabers. So we have her 2 Shoto blades. Of course, one is smaller than the other. But, you know, I love looking at these lightsabers because it's very reminiscent of Anakin's. You know, it's just, instead of Anakin's was just like half, he just had the one kind of hoop there. Hers is a double. Though, I love too with bottom of episode 1 Obi-Wan's. And I just love that little detail with these. It's kind of like a mix of Anakin and Obi-Wan's. Really cool. And along with those, we do get some whooshing blade effects that you can attach to the hilt through the ports. You know, just to get some really nice effects for photography and stuff. Alright, we do also get some extra joint pieces, and so that, you know, that's always nice, just in case if anything snaps on you, you got a backup here. As for hands, I would call these like force using hands, you know. They kind of have like this, the open sesame, the open door, or if you're trying to push something or levitate something, that's what those hands look like to me. And then we kind of have like a very open hand and kind of more of a relaxed but still open hand. And the last alternate hand we get is just a regular fisted hand. Now the hands that the figure does come with are just these kind of gripping hands for the lightsabers. So it does come with 2, 4, 6, 7 hands, including the ones that are on the figure. Now, on top of that, you do also get her cloak, as we see in Season 7 at the very end. And we also do get a thermal detonator, as well as her Jedi hologram projector piece. And that piece is used to display the 3 holograms that she comes with. One of them being Master Yoda. The second one being, of course, her master, Anakin Skywalker. And the last one being Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it just works through a simple port system, where it has a little peg that ports into the hologram. And I'm sure one of these hands is designated for that. I would maybe say, perhaps, maybe this hand. So yeah, there's a hand that grips the hologram projector very well. And lastly, you get this little tool here. This comes with Hot Toys where they don't have alternate heads or alternate faceplates, and it's so that you can move the eyes to get her into a straightforward eyes or slanted eyes or looking up and down, however way you want it to. And this tool just helps adjust those eyes. Here's how the figure looks displayed with her cloak. It has a little clasp in the center that you can clasp, as well as bendy wire throughout the ending of the cape for maximum display capability. So you can get that nice wrap around her head and her leku, as well as kind of, a flare, or like as if like wind is willowing away the cape in a little bit. So definitely a nice accessory to emulate that end scene in the Clone Wars. My favorite part, the comparisons. So we're going to compare her to her 6-inch counterpart from the Black Series. Here is Ahsoka Tano Season 7 from Star Wars The Black Series line. So as you can see, comes up about to waist, halfway, 6-inch versus 12 inches. Definitely a lot more accurate, but just nice to see them both together here. Of course, I do believe the Hot Toys orange color is a lot more appealing than the dark orange, kind of almost scarlet red on the 6-inch version. So here is Ahsoka Tano scaled up with her master, Anakin Skywalker. As you can see, a nice height difference between the two. Definitely scale well together. Hopefully we also get a season, 3 through 6 Ahsoka Tano to go along with this, as they didn't appear much on screen together with these two costumes. Next up here we have Darth Maul from Season 7. These two figures go hand in hand together to recreate their final epic battle in the Clone Wars Season 7. Also do scale nicely. The attention to detail on both figures is fantastic. Can't wait to get into some fighting poses between these two. Next we have Captain Rex. Here she scales with her clone commander as they siege Mandalore. Definitely a nice look to both of these. The blues both complement each other. Great pieces to display with each other. And lastly, here we have a 332nd Clone Battalion Clone Trooper, as goes perfectly with Ahsoka. The deluxe version, this is the 501st deluxe version, that comes with a custom painted head, as they did kind of a tribute to Ahsoka in the Clone Wars show. These look fantastic together. They're orange, the blues look so great together. You could throw in Rex here, and you're just going to get an awesome 501st Attack Battalion display. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for our Ahsoka Tano Hot Toys 1/6 scale action figure review. Getting these two pieces together, you can get some amazing photos, I believe. And something that I would like to do is maybe do a recreation stop motion animation with these two figures. I think definitely would be a cool project to take on. Glad I got this. This retails for $250. But you can find it some places a little bit cheaper. I was able to pick this figure up for only $200. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching The Collecting Brothers. Check out our other toy reviews, and as well as our weekly roundup of all new products, reveals, and toy news. Thanks for watching.